Somebody get me out this cell. I'm so trapped inside myself. When I see me through my own eyes, sugar uglier than hell.
You know what it is, and you know who we be. Hey, it's What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe Show. Yo, what up, though? It's your boy OG Tim Wilson. I am in the building with my boys, Big Ed Wayz, man. What's happening, y'all? What's going on? What's going down? And what's going all around? That's Big Ed's line, y'all. I thought I'd throw it in there one time for him. So, yo, we getting it in, y'all. So we just hanging out, man. Everything is, it's been an interesting week for me. And I'm pretty excited. I've had a great week and an interesting day, and it just won't stop. It just won't stop. So with no further ado, man, I want to say out to all the people celebrating a birthday this week or this weekend, happy birthday to all of y'all. And yo, with no further ado, we gonna go on and get this party started. Hey. Throw your hands up. Yo, so what's going on out there, man? Big Ed, what's happening with you, man, on your side of town? I heard you were shooting up cars around the neighborhood. What's up with that?
I'm not shooting up cars around the neighborhood, man. Don't try to put that on me.
He said, this ain't Jacksonville. We don't snitch on ourselves.
That's what I heard, man.
I did go sleepwalking the other night, though.
And they woke up and there was a shot up car around the corner. So,
Oh man.
Yeah, what's going on with you, man?
Nothing much, man. Went and got the stuff from my chili on Sunday.
Okay.
So you know, since Cincinnati gonna win, I gotta make some chili.
Oh, because it do be kind of chilly in Cincy. So, Wayz, what's going on with you, man?
Man, not much at all. About a half hour before the show, I got a call from one of my coaches I used to coach with. Some shit happened, I guess, this past Wednesday, and one of our quarterback lost his life.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. That's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough. That's rough, man.
Otherwise, I think Sophia gave me that shit. So I'm drinking heavily tonight.
Oh man.
Man, you need to be drinking Gatorade like me.
Gatorade and water.
Yeah.
Pedialyte, some Pedialyte wouldn't hurt either.
Hold on. I'm drinking root beer and dirt water.
Okay, fair enough, man. You know what? On that note, let's go ahead and tip one up.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers,
baby.
Oh shit! I overfilled.
Woo!
All right. I think I'm ready.
All right. So, a lot of stuff went on in the news this week. A lot of stuff to talk about. I will start by stating two words. Big Ed, heads or tails?
Tails.
Heads it is.
Wait. I feel like all the Chiefs' overtime opponents this year.
Wayz.
Yeah.
Two words.
Okay.
Snoop Dogg.
Old school. Hey, look. All right. I don't know what Snoop. There's few Snoop Dogg stories out there, so if you don't mind, I'll touch on both of them because I'm not exactly sure which one you pointed at.
You know what? He exactly what I'm saying. He's in the news a couple times this week, so a few times actually. So wherever those two words take you, run with it.
All right. So number one, Snoop purchased fucking Death Row Records, the label that broke him in. You know, I couldn't think of a more fitting person to get that besides obviously Dre, but I think Snoop fits the mold better, especially since he released his album. Was that Back on Death Row? And it definitely sounds like he's back on Death Row. I'm very pleased with the song. There's a song or two in there or on the album that I'm not really excited about, but overall, I'm fucking amped.
Yeah, I'm gonna toss it to Big Ed. Big Ed, where you going? Where you going with those two words?
And the G-Funk era is back. Man, Snoop purchasing Death Row is kind of poetic justice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of the original founding members of Death Row, and now somebody's gonna do something with it again. It's not just gonna sit there.
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time you heard something from a Death Row artist?
Been a minute. It's been a minute. So I don't know if he was an original founding member, but no. He was he was on the original, you know, as it was founded, he was in the original crew.
Yeah,
because I think the first song they released was Deep Cover, right? I believe that was the first song released by Death Row.
Yep.
It was Deep Cover, the movie soundtrack, which was Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre.
Yep.
That was where we first saw Snoop. He was real young. Nobody knew who it was yet. We just knew that, and that was when he started with 187 on an undercover cop, and the Snoop phenomenon took off from there. And that's right, Snoop did purchase Death Row. He released an album called Back on Death Row, and he's also being sued for sexual assault. Did you all hear about that?
I didn't hear about that story.
Yeah,
So there's a female out there that has accused him of forcing her to perform oral sex on him.
Mm-hmm.
As the story goes, Joe, you was about to say something. I mean, you want me to run the story down first, or you want to go ahead and make your comment first?
Either way, it could work out. I'll make the comment. It's interesting. I feel like this is the same methodology behind Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby trying to buy NBC, and all of a sudden,
this was 13 years ago, right?
Exactly. And then now Snoop buys Death Row, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I think he followed me one day.
I want a piece of that pie."
Right.
Oh man.
So as the story has it, she was actually with Bishop Don Juan.
Oh, so she was a hoe.
And she was with Bishop Don Juan, and she says he kind of forced his penis in her mouth. She fell asleep at his house. She said she fell asleep at Bishop Don Juan's house, and when she woke up, he was pushing his penis in her mouth. And then he took her to Snoop's studio. And she said her stomach was hurting, so she went to the restroom. And while she was on the toilet taking a dump, Snoop walked in and shoved his penis in her mouth.
This sounds like a plot off of The Hub. I'm just going to put it out there. I don't believe one bit of it.
So, okay. So you don't really know the dude, really, but you go take a dump in his bathroom. And while you're taking, and you leave the door open. So you go to a stranger's spot and you take a dump in the bathroom without locking the bathroom door. So that he can walk in and shove his penis in your mouth.
Big Ed, you are muted. I just realized
Oh,
you've been trying to say
I'm not
something
muted
for a
no
minute.
more. I forgot to turn my microphone off for a second. But I seen another story that kind of ties in with this along the same lines. And I was just going to say, this might be some Dr. Boudreaux type shit.
Is that on the hub?
Dr. Boudreaux, according to Shaq, is this guy who used to con NBA players and celebrities out of money by putting them in compromising situations and sending pics out on them.
Yeah, I saw her. Yeah, I did.
So according to Shaq, this is actually a really true story.
Oh, it's not according to Shaq. Shaq, they brought her out to speak to athletes. Somebody brought her. I think Deion Sanders brought her out to speak to athletes about how you can get caught up with chicks, and you're hearing it from somebody that did it. So it ain't Shaq put it out. She put it out herself.
Oh, okay.
She said it's out there.
Yeah,
it's out there to be heard.
It's kind of hard to find an honest hoe like that, but she's an honest hoe.
Hey, she done made her money.
Oh yeah.
She can't do it. Her day is behind her. So I guess she found a light and said, you know what, it ain't right, but I'm gonna save you from the next one.
That's what's up.
And I hope you're listening, because I know she's listening and she's gonna try it.
Yep.
You know, back on the subject of Snoop, though, I don't think this shit's true at all. I don't believe it one bit.
Well, on the other hand, there's a lot of little hip hop sex scandals going on this week.
I wasn't muted, sorry.
Because Nelly has apologized for accidentally leaking a sex video on his Instagram. And it's a video of a chick giving him head. And it made its rounds. You can still find it on Twitter if you're interested. And there's a lot of women saying that he's got LDS.
Look, all right, hold on. Big Ed, you got the lead on this one. Hold on.
Somebody put him in on a can of his picture on a can of Vienna sausages.
Oh my God. Yeah. I feel sorry for both Nelly and the young female that was in the video. I don't even know what else to say about it.
Look, I'm just gonna go based off of the information I was told by a female I know who's seen it. And she said licking it is like deep throating it for Nelly. That's according to what another female said who's seen the video. I was wow. Okay, I didn't need to know that much. Just show me the memes.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's a little more unfortunate for him than he really thinks.
Yeah.
Well, I accidentally stumbled upon a conversation about it between some different women. I didn't know what they were talking about at the time I started reading comments.
Right.
And, you know, there were a couple that was defending him, saying, well, it's short, but it's got girth. So at that point, I realized what they were talking about, and I bailed out.
They say he's short and stocky.
So I bailed out the conversation at that point. I was no longer interested. But yes, he was seen on a can of Vienna sausages.
Jeez, okay.
I
guess that's better than Little Smokies.
One more hip hop sex scandal before I take a short break here. Future, you heard of him, right?
Yep.
He has made the claim that he has tricked off $3 million last year. Spent $3 million last year, blew $3 million tricking with chicks last year. Just last year. $3 million.
What they say, it ain't tricking if you got it.
That's what
They say. But
Bro,
how the fuck you trick off that? Yeah,
that's too much money to be spending on hoes you ain't fucking.
that's the real side piece, Keith, right there.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. That I would never spend that much. I could be married to her. I ain't spending $3 million in a year. Hell, 500,000 if I got it. But
Yeah.
$3 million? Homeboy, you better get you a savings account.
You know, and it's like I kind of buy into it. I kind of believe it. Because I have a friend, I'm not going to mention his name, good friend of mine. And he has 2 kids that play professional sports. One play basketball, one play football. The one that play football, you all know who he is. And he said he used to be like that. He said, man, I've tricked off hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know, because I had it and it was easy and I wanted it. And this is all it took to get it. So here you go. What you want? What you need? You buy you something? You just want me to throw you a couple of dollars? What you need? And he said he tricked off hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Damn.
So he didn't have he didn't have future money, but he had some loot. You know what I'm saying? He had some loot. So if he can trick off hundreds of thousands, I'm assuming somebody with millions could probably just as easily trick off millions.
Absolutely. And I'm just gonna say it because it's on my mind. Future keeps spending the money and tricking off like that. His financial wealth doesn't have much of a future ahead of him.
Hell no. Some tired ass records gonna get tired.
Hopefully he learned his lesson, man. Hopefully he learned his lesson. But I mean, for him to speak it, is a cry is to say, man, was I stupid? You know what I'm saying? It's to say that he realizes it was wrong. Hopefully that's why he would say it out loud, because I realize I messed up, and I won't do that again.
Right.
You need a real good financial manager that's gonna smack the shit out of him. He try to do some shit like that.
And hopefully it ain't MC Hammer.
Yeah, right.
Well, if you hire MC Hammer as your financial manager, you got problems anyways.
I don't know, man. He didn't learn his lesson. He blew a whole lot of money, man. Hammer blew a whole lot of money, but he still got something, you know.
Yeah.
Like he said, I'm broke by my standards. There's levels to this.
Right.
His broke is we're well off.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, imagine I'm good if you throw me 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a couple 100,000 tomorrow. I'm good for a while. So imagine if his broke is probably cutting it down to the single digit millions, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, he didn't. At least he didn't trick it off,
right?
Or at least he didn't admit it.
Right.
Yo, it's the What Up Though show, man. We'll be right back, y'all. Stay with us. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though show? Yo, it is the What Up Though show, and we are back. Well, 2 of us are back. Well, Big Ed is coming back. He's making his way back. He had to run out and take a stick of poop. But he's back with us. Appreciate him. That's my boy. Yeah.
Just another plug for Snoop's album. It's got a song on there called Poo Poo.
There you go. And we're gonna be I don't know where we're gonna do it. We probably do it on what? On Get Vocal, or we're gonna open up a new Zoom, or I don't know what we're gonna do it. But sometime tonight we're gonna have us after set because I haven't heard any of this, and I'm looking forward to it. So I probably probably come in and partake. So let's talk a little football, shall we?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Comedian turned TV star turned mogul Byron Allen, Detroit's own Byron Allen. I'm gonna go Detroit for a little while. In this segment, we're gonna talk some Detroit stories here. Byron Allen is he said he had a meeting with Roger Goodell and a couple other people, and has after I think Mr. Kraft, and as a result of that meeting, he has decided that he plans to make a bid for the Broncos. I don't know how it's done. I don't know if he's going to have to put together a team. I know that Robert Smith, billionaire Robert Smith, has said he has interest also in putting in a bid. I don't know if they're going to team up and put together a team of people, but Byron Allen is worth upwards of $450 million.
Mm-hmm.
The Broncos is worth $3 billion, and they expect to be they're asking prices $4 billion. How do you get there?
Oh yeah, they're gonna have to put together a team.
Yeah, there is no option.
Yeah.
Other option there.
Now Robert Smith is worth $5 billion, so he can afford it, but I don't want to give up, 4/5 of my income.
Right.
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 So I mean, it's a multi-billion-dollar business. Of course, you'll get your money back, but still, I don't think you want to start by giving up $450 of income. So
Right.
I'm sure he'll put together a team. But yeah, that's been the story. So what's your thoughts, man?
I love it. We're finally gonna get some black owners in the NFL.
Okay, I thought you had more.
I
was
don't.
waiting.
Me too. I thought he did too.
Right.
He might have more. You know how he like to pause and wait for you to ask him.
No,
He
that's
just say it. Joe, Wayz, what's your thoughts?
I'm not 100% behind it yet due to the financial obligation, and I honestly don't think the Broncos are worth the $4 billion they're asking for. Well, number one thing I would say is they need to haggle that down a little. Number two,
right now their net worth, the Broncos' worth is $3 billion.
exactly.
It's worth $3 billion, and their asking price is expected to be $4 billion.
Right, and that's like buying a $1 Little Debbie for $3. It, in my opinion, it's not worth it. I'd haggle it back down to the 3 to the worth. It's not like they're really losing money. It's $3 billion. And then as far as financing it, they're going to have to bring in another. I prefer a black superpower on this as far as financial backing. Personally, I would like to see like a Jay-Z. Maybe highly doubt Oprah will ever do anything like that. Kanye is way too selfish for anything like that. Jay-Z is really their only viable option other than Tyler Perry, who has that kind of money.
Well, Robert Smith has it.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have $5 billion and broke friends.
right.
So
Exactly.
I'm sure that between Byron Allen, if they team up, and I don't know that they will be teaming up. There's been no talk of them teaming up. It was just something that triggered in my head because there's two black guys that I know of that's shown interest in buying the Broncos. So why not team up? And
Right.
And between them, I'm sure they both know a lot of people with a lot of money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they can put together a competent team where they, and even if it's not all black, they can still come out with majority black ownership.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the key, is that it will be the first and only majority black owned football team.
Mm-hmm.
Every black person in America is going to have a Bronco jersey.
I ain't gonna front. I'll buy one. I'll make sure it's one of those linemen no one knows about. Third string lineman's jersey at that.
I'm gonna get the punter's jersey.
I'm gonna get the second string punter's jersey.
I don't think there is a second string punter.
No, he hasn't been hired yet.
Last time a punter got hurt was when it was with San Francisco, and Robbie Gould had to go punt because they don't have a backup punter. It's just like fantasy football in that way. They don't keep backup punters on the team. What am I going to pay a backup punter for?
Right. I got two people that can kick the ball.
I remember there was a commercial. It was a guy who was came showing up to the Super Bowl party in his or whatever kind of party. It was like a little sports Super Bowl party in a jersey. And I was like, hey, what you doing? Shouldn't you be at the game? He's the backup. Oh, I'm good. I mean, he's the backup punter. The backup punter showed up somebody at the Super Bowl party. And then the punter got hurt. Oh, no. He had to leave. It was pretty funny, man.
Yeah, no, I already know. San Fran had to look at that like, hey, we got a utility in the back pocket. Hey, Debo.
Yeah, right. They pulled out Robbie Gould. Robbie Gould went out there and punted the ball. And then they had to go get another punter for the next game. But so they don't. It's just, and the Lions don't. They had the kicker kept missing field goals. They didn't have a backup kicker to bring in because this guy is choking. No, they just cut him after the game and brought in a new kicker the following week. Mm-hmm. There you go. So yeah,
too bad the Bears didn't do that with Cody Parkey.
But realistically, man, I seriously believe that merchandising originally will go through the roof.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna be the Broncos gonna be the black squad. Mm-hmm. I just hope it don't turn into the ghettos, the nigger squad.
No, it won't turn into anything like that. What I would do is, as a matter of promotion, to get those jersey sales up, because let's be honest, part of your whole business as an owner is getting that merchandise sales. At that point, you got black ownership. Might as well have a black jersey with the orange and blue.
They would definitely bring in somebody stylish to redesign the jersey, the uniforms.
Oh, just imagine the Broncos with a do-rag.
See, that's what I mean by the nigga shit.
I saw this thing on Facebook or something earlier that had all the helmets reimagined, and the Broncos.
I've seen that. Yeah, it was dope.
Was dope.
All of them were dope.
Oh yeah,
all of them were dope. Now I saw another one that was cool. They did all of the helmets with other teams' colors. They switched up the colors.
Mm. Oh wow.
Yeah, so it was kind of sweet. It was kind of interesting to see the helmets with the other team's colors. So that was kind of interesting as well. Yeah, but that will be. Remember, somebody brought this up on the radio here recently, locally, and I thought it was kind of funny because they were talking about naming teams, and maybe we can play this actually. They were naming teams, and you say the first thing come to mind, be it a player or an event or anything that came to mind about when they name that team. And I'll just throw this one out there real quick. Joe, Wayz, Seattle Seahawks.
Russell Wilson.
Big Ed, Seattle Seahawks.
Wait a minute, I didn't catch what we were doing.
First thing coming to mind when I say Seattle Seahawks.
Legion of Boom.
Well, the guy on the radio said Jim Zorn. and it started a conversation about the days of Jim Zorn. Remember the original Seahawks logo? It was
You want to know what the second thing I thought of though? Was somebody from that same era, Steve Largent.
I knew you was gonna say it. I knew you was gonna say it.
Oh, I thought Hasselbeck the secondly.
Yes, but that's because that's you're here. Our resident
Young
buck.
moderately youngin.
Our resident toddler. So maybe we'll play that sometime before we go. So back to Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Now this one, y'all not gonna know anything about,
Okay.
but it's worth mentioning anyway because it is such a big deal to me and others like me here in Detroit. The Detroit Tigers has finally, and I mean, y'all probably never even heard of this dude, so that's how much of a shame it is. But they have finally retired the number one jersey number one of Sweet Lou Whitaker, a legend here in Detroit. He was a second baseman. He was a brother. He was on the last team that won the World Series. And he's the last player from that team, the last of the great players on that team to have his jersey retired. Originally, they said it was because he hadn't made the Hall of Fame, and I think it's a damn shame he's not in the Hall. And it's even more of a shame that Willie Horton is not in the Hall of Fame. It made me realize that it was really hard for Black people to make the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah,
in baseball, and especially in those days. And I'm just so proud of the Tigers organization for finally putting Sweet Lou Whitaker's name on that wall, man, because this guy was arguably the best player on the team. Alan Trammell, they had a great squad. I don't know, I won't front. Alan Trammell, Kirk Gibson, Lance Parrish, had a lot of great players on that team. But, man, Lou Whitaker was arguably the best player on that team, certainly top three. And for his jersey to not be retired, for him to, it's one thing that he didn't get the respect from the Hall of Fame. It's another thing for him to not get the respect here at home. So I am glad to see the Sweet Lou's numbers were going to be retired.
I have been seeing between our local news stations and all that, their Facebook pages, I have been seeing articles about him getting his jersey retired. I've also been seeing it in a few different Facebook groups I'm in, and Twitter. People on Twitter who I'm following mentioning that as well. I still to this day have no idea who he is, but obviously he's done something enough to get all this national attention.
Go ahead, Big Ed. It looked like you were going to say something.
Oh no.
Okay. All right, but yeah, he was my idol. I mean, him and Greg Nettles were my idols. I played second base because I was Sweet Lou. I was Sweet Lou Whitaker, man. That's why I wanted to play third base because I used to love Craig Nettles, but I ended up at second base because I wanted to be Lou, man. Lou was my guy. We didn't have numbers on our jersey, so I didn't have his number, but I was a huge Lou Whitaker fan, man. He was an idol of mine. One of my three favorite baseball players of all time was Lou Whitaker. Lou Whitaker, Reggie Jackson, and Craig Nettles. That's my guys. Yeah, and that's my three favorites. So on that note, man, I'm gonna take a short break, man, and we're gonna be right back. We're gonna do a little something. I got a couple more stories, and then I think we're gonna run off a couple of those. We're gonna play a little game, man. We're gonna play that little game for a little bit. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. You listen to the What Up Though Show. That would have worked better if I'd have hit it on beat. I was a little bit off, but
Right.
I didn't hit it on a one, but it was still there. I'm telling you, that is a chameleon. I can fit it on top of any beat whatsoever. I'm sorry, I had to close the door to my office here because I like disappeared. That's what she said. That I'm a chameleon. I can fit in any beat. Where do we go here? What do we not talked about? We have not talked about the passing of Betty Davis, so rest in peace to Betty Davis, the Queen of Funk. I'm not gonna go too deep into that. There is a Detroit story I forgot to hit.
Okay.
There is a black man. You ready for this?
I'm ready, I think, maybe.
I'm ready.
He has been spotted in different parts of the city, and I mean in the hood, riding a steer.
Look. Oh, shit, I'm way too fucking late. Hey, bro. Fuck it, I'm going to use this as my microphone from now on because I started already.
No, with the price of beef right now, there is no way I would be riding around on a steer.
Yes.
That motherfucker be hanging up in my goddamn garage.
Hey, homeboy got inspired by Old Town Road. He's like, fuck it. Old Town Detroit roads.
Bro was at somebody got a picture of him riding by the gas, riding across the gas station. Somebody got video of him. He at the gas station just riding on by.
Man, he must not have came across nobody that was too hungry.
Yes, he has.
Shit, I'm gonna feed my family, nigga.
First of all, hold on, bro.
You coming up off this cow?
Bro, I gotta put it out there. Not many niggas know how to cut and process their own meat like that.
And secondly, ain't too many niggas got that kind of guts. I'm niggas scared of that. Damn. What the fuck?
Listen, if I walk up to it, it's gonna kick me. I ain't fucking with that.
Well, shit, we need to push him over.
Get off that steer and we can go at it, but I ain't going nowhere near that thing. That mug would eat my dog.
No, what did he eat? The grass dog piss on?
Hold on, no.
They don't know.
He put the reins down, went across the park, and it was like, I'm ghost riding the whip.
Dude, who rides a steer through the hood? And this is Detroit City, and it's winter. This dude riding a steer.
I don't care. Fuck the fact that he's from Detroit. Fuck the fact that he is in Detroit. He's a national hero right now in my eyes.
Yeah, he's going viral, dog. Yeah, he's going viral. He's a beast. He's a beast. He is a beast. He is my hero.
I have to look that one up.
He is my hero. I will. If you can find all of these stories on the What Up Though Show Facebook page. And more with fun videos. You know what the What Up Though Show Facebook page is turned into? I'll let y'all know. It is the most fun way to acquire news.
Yes.
So you get news, you get funny videos, you get all kinds of the comments and stuff. So it's just like you got news, but at the same time, you have fun watching it because there's other stuff there that's just entertaining. It is very entertaining and a lot of fun. And we welcome each and every one of you to join the What Up Though Show Facebook group page. And you'll enjoy it, man. It won't let you down. I can't promise you, but I can't guarantee it. But I'm guessing. I'm giving a strong guess that you enjoy yourself.
Look, whether or not you want to read the news articles on there, the TikTok videos we all post on there will definitely make your fucking day.
It'll make your day, man. It's so much more than news, but at the same time, you stay informed. You're not just there to have fun, but while you're having fun, every once in a while, you see you get real news stories, so you stay informed and entertained and all in one place, man. It's just a lot of fun. So I've been enjoying it, and I hope others that are there are enjoying it. And you know, it reminds me something that I wanted to mention that I thought was really cool. I have a friend of mine from Houston. She's an extremely attractive young lady. In fact, she won Miss Bikini because she is strapped like that.
Picture didn't have it happen.
And she said that when she saw the Future story that he claims he tricked out $3 million, she said, "I'll be right back. I got to go hit his DMs."
Hey, go get your money, boo boo.
And I said, "I'm on my 10% finder's fee, Doug Bennett. So do what you do." Yeah, man. All right, I got one more story before we get off into our game, and a game that we can probably have a little more fun with than the other ones, because last week our game was ruined by Joe and his lack of knowledge of hip hop.
Whoa. You gotta clarify. Old hip hop.
That is hip hop.
That's that
is
gray hair hip hop.
Yes, exactly. But hip hop history.
Hey, bro, last I checked, you did have some gray hairs.
No. I got
He barely got any.
He
barely got any. He barely got any. So look, Antonio Brown has announced that he is the new president of Kanye's Donda Sports. How does that strike you?
Clowns tend to work together.
Oh God. It's not gonna be $1 billion company.
Who put those two guys in the room together and said, "Let's do business"?
This is a good idea right here. Oh my God. That's worse than the blind leading the blind. That's
So
that's like a deaf person asking another deaf person, "Did you hear that?"
My dad used to have it saying, "No, that ain't the blind leading the blind. That's the dumb leading the dumb."
that is, not to his credit, Kanye has made a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from it's crazy, he's made a lot of money. There's a new video that was posted on What Up Though Show page today by my brother. I don't know if you got a chance to see it yet, but it's actually pretty dope. And it's Kanye talking about what does he call it? Black Future Month or something like that.
Yeah.
As opposed to Black History Month, it's Black Future Month, and he's talking about how we need to look. You're looking to the future, and it's deep. I didn't get to hear the whole thing, so I don't want to speak on it because I only heard a part. I heard enough of it to get the gist of it, but I was still at work, and I had to turn it off before I could hear all of it. But I plan to go back and listen to it, and it's very interesting. It's a very interesting commentary, so to speak, even though it's kind of poetry. Right, it's poetically done, but it's cool. It's pretty deep. It's pretty deep. So Kanye is not as dumb, I think, as he let us think.
No, he's insane, but not dumb. He's that highly intelligent.
Antonio Brown is another story.
Antonio Brown's just okay.
I mean, he's already ruined his connections in the league.
He's left too much money on the table for me to believe that he has it all.
Right.
I mean, he's got immensely talented. The dude his work ethic is fantastic, but he leaves a lot of money on the table.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he's left a lot of money on the table. Millions and millions, tens of millions of dollars on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now you're going to put him in charge of people's careers.
And you are putting him in charge president. He ain't just working for you. He is the president of Donda Sports. So he is making decisions that will affect the future of your business.
And he doesn't have a good track record on making good decisions. Put the money aside.
Yeah. Exactly. Of the business of Antonio Brown. The business of Antonio Brown has been successful in one aspect, but it's not been as successful as it should be, because for all the money he made, he left even more on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put this out here. If you were coming from an HBCU, if you're coming from Division I D2, do not go fucking with these people when you're trying to get yourself into the draft. Now, if you're coming out of junior college, you're coming out of fucking community college and shit, take your chances. It's worth it. But don't fucking waste your time with Antonio Brown and fucking Donda Sports.
Yeah, no, it's not a way to go. I'm not seeing it unless, I mean, Kanye will really have to step up and take charge. I think eventually he'll have to. He would
have been better with fucking Kim Kardashian as president of that fucking organization.
Him and Kim is on outs now. So
yeah.
A show that's run by a clown is called a clown show, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what Donda Sports is finna be.
Clown the sports.
Yeah.
It's the What Up Though show. We'll be right back, man. We're gonna have a little fun for the last 10 minutes of the show. So we'll be right back. What up, Joe? What up, Joe? What up, Joe show? Man, I'm telling you.
Yo, that's some. I halfway expected Michael Myers to pop up and start taking a freestyle on that.
That was a straight killer, is what he's trying to say. All right, so I've explained the rules to the game earlier when Big Ed wasn't listening. So we'll try it again.
All right.
I will name a sports team, and you just say the first thing comes to mind. It can be a player, an event, a moment, anything. Whatever the first thing comes to mind is what you have to say first. All right?
Gotcha.
New York Yankees.
Which one are you starting with?
Big Ed.
Babe Ruth.
Oh, okay. Jeter.
He would. The neighborhood toddler. His name Jeter.
Well, he took mine. I was thinking Babe Ruth. He said Babe Ruth. I was like, well, fucking another one.
Well,
you still
had the same thought. If it was your first thought, it's still gonna be the same. It doesn't have to be unique to his. Wayz, I'm gonna go to you first on this one. Well, mine would have been Reggie Jackson, by the way. The New York Knicks.
Irrelevant.
Patrick Ewing.
I'm going with Bernard King. That would be mine. Okay. And as Wayz goes to Google and find out who the hell Bernard King is.
I ain't gonna lie. I was putting my sunflower seeds in a neat pile. That's how disinterested in the New York Knicks I am.
Okay. I got one. This ought to be good. The New England Patriots.
42-10.
42-10. Okay.
Yep.
I was gonna say Bill Belichick.
Okay.
42-10 was the score of the 1985 Super Bowl, won by the Chicago Bears.
Of course you would.
Patriots. With the quarterback, Tony Eason.
Yep.
Look that one up. Tony Eason took the Patriots to the Super Bowl back then. A lot of people forget about that.
No one knows who Tony Eason is.
Exactly. Well, that's
because he got beat 42-10.
exactly because he got beat 42-10, and that was the last we heard of Tony Eason.
What is it Kevin Hart said about Stephen A? He's a snap your fingers famous. You he's that guy.
Yeah. Tony Eason, man. That was the Patriots was a surprise team. Was not that great. I mean, before that, they got to the Super Bowl, lost to the Bears, and then they disappeared until Brady got there.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah, Drew Bledsoe created new life.
Bledsoe didn't take them to a Super Bowl.
He literally did. Tom Brady's the one who won it.
No, he literally didn't. Tom Brady took them to the Super Bowl. Drew Bledsoe didn't play. Drew Bledsoe got hurt early in that season. Tom Brady played the bulk of that season. And Bledsoe lost his job to Brady. And they said, and then when Brady got hurt in the Pittsburgh game and Bledsoe came in and closed it out, all the commentators said, see, you don't lose that's why you don't lose your job to injury. He showed. The next game, Belichick said, shit, I'm running with Brady again. And the legend began. And that then came the Tuck Rule game that sent to the Super Bowl. So yeah, that Brady's inaugural season was pretty doggone interesting. But yeah, he got in because Bledsoe got hurt. But he got hurt early in that season.
But I remember Bledsoe having a couple good seasons before that, though.
Oh,
they beat him to the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
No, but he's had some good seasons.
I said after Tony Eason, they did not see the Super Bowl again until Brady. So Bledsoe was okay.
Yeah.
He didn't get it done.
Not Hall of Fame worthy, but definitely noticeable.
Memorable.
Yeah.
Remember his name.
Yeah.
Name their favorite Drew Bledsoe moment.
Don't have one.
I can't.
Losing his job to Tom Brady.
I rest my case.
He got traded to Dallas.
My only Drew Bledsoe moment, the greatest Drew Bledsoe moment is that game when he came in against Pittsburgh and closed it out. And then the following game, Belichick went right back to Brady. That's like the biggest Bledsoe moment of that I can recall. Okay. So that's what I rest my case on that.
Well, he got traded to Dallas.
Mm-hmm. And then what?
And then Tony Romo took his job.
So, when Big Ed doesn't want to give up on a bad joke. So look, here's I got another one for you.
Okay.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Priest Holmes.
Derek Thomas.
I would. Priest Holmes.
Good one. Those are two good ones, man. Of course, I go all the way. I go to Len Dawson. That's what I do.
Yeah.
The Miami Dolphins.
Marino.
Larry Zonka.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua tug on my areola. So Nick Buoniconti.
Yeah, my first thought was Tua.
Ricky Williams.
The first thing that came to my mind was Tua.
Oh shit! Second thing was Ricky Williams for me. Holy shit! I didn't think about that before.
Who want to go first on this one? I got a good one.
Okay.
I'll go.
I think I want Joe to go first.
Okay.
Chicago Bears.
Mike Ditka.
Big Ed.
Red Grange.
My first thought is trash.
Okay.
Oh, Minnesota Vikings.
Randall Cunningham.
Lost 4 Super Bowls.
Fran Tarkington.
Man, the original scrambler.
The original scrambler.
They still lost 4 Super Bowls.
So did the,
Oh, and they run.
so did the Bills. The Bills lost 4 Super Bowls
Yeah.
in
Yep.
a row. They won 4 straight.
Before you get on your high horse, bro, just remember the only person in this show who knows anything about the Bears and anything they've done is you, because you study them. The rest of us know they're shit.
I know the only quarterback to beat him in the Super Bowl is Peyton Manning.
Huh?
The only quarterback to beat the Bears in the Super Bowl is Peyton Manning.
So they only went to 2.
That's still one more.
Went to 4.
We still won one more than the Vikings have.
That's like saying, I'm smarter than you. I'm 4 years old and you're only 2.
So that's it, man. I'm not saying anymore. No, I'm not bringing up that other team.
I got a team for everybody.
Go ahead.
Green Bay Packers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Garbage.
Reggie White.
Okay. All right.
Garbage City with garbage fans.
Well, give me about to get out of here. Okay, one more.
Okay.
And then one more and then we out.
Okay.
Detroit Lions.
Barry Sanders.
Hapless.
Losers.
They're the hapless losers.
Our fans in Detroit, you now know the only one who showed you any love on that question was a homeboy from fucking Benton, Minnesota, bumfucks nowhere, Minnesota.
Yeah, and he's too young to remember Benson. But yo, I want to thank y'all for joining us. This is the What Up Though Show. I'm your boy OG Tim Wilson on behalf of the crew, Big Ed Wayz. We are out of here like last year. Peace out, press your crease out, keep the police out while our buses lease out, and we out. Peace. Party up in here. Yeah, party up in here.
Just need to